Hey guys, this is Jared and welcome back to my channel, but most importantly, welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. I believe this is part 4 in the series, and yeah, at the moment, Whitechapel is under curfew. We're still in Whitechapel, interviewing people. I haven't done anything off camera, and due to the curfew, not opened after 9 PM. How relevant is this game to our current situation, guys? Anyway, off we go. Come on, let's do it. We are to find Richard Nethercott and Clayton Darby. Who's talking? Oh shit. Now, I don't really want to engage in fights because...
Don't come any fucking closer!
Oh, shut up, man. I think it's inevitable.
I'll kill you!
We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. Amen. Nice one, come on. Don't you fucking shoot me, man. Shit. You can't really dodge a bullet. This should do it, probably. Yep. Okay, so we got a spring and grease. That's a scarecrow. Oh, I thought it was another enemy, but anyway. Better. There is another enemy. Oh, it's not a scarecrow.
This is not a place for you, sir. It's a leech.
Jesus Christ almighty, there are 3 now. Come on. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that's the end of them. Like no more. Haven't you dropped anything, sir? Actually, they were 3, right? So 1. Seriously, there were 3 of them. This guy will loot it. This guy will loot it. This guy was... He dropped nothing. Okay, fine. Can't go in here and we can't go in here. That's fine, come on. Keep out, it says. Seriously? Like, we cannot jump it? Okay. That's odd. Quarantine, contagious disease. Quarantine influenza. Keep out of this area.
I cannot enter.
You cannot enter. So. Now what? Seriously, man, we cannot jump Can go anywhere from here? Seriously? Okay, so where am I supposed to go now? Do not cough in public. Jesus Christ. Influenza frequently complicated with pneumonia. Stay at home. Okay, let's try this way then. Box of pills. Close. Dead end. So we have to backtrack. This is closed. We're close to someone though.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. You again? What do you want this time?
We haven't got any clues, right? Yeah. Do you enjoy
How
going
did you
people?
become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons. And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Okay. Personal questions. We need hints, so... Okay, nothing
Goodbye,
there.
Mr. Peterson.
I should never have taken up my fight. Fancy buying something, sir?
You
No.
never lose your focus, do you?
Not now, my friend, not now. Do we have any hints?
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
It's never easy to find a new path in life, especially after the loss of a loved one. But crime is certainly not the best option.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Okay, so...
Bye for now, Mr. Lewis.
What's this guy doing?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
I mean... Okay, we need to fight Clayton in this area. Come on, Clayton, where are you? Show yourself, Clayton. I don't think he's out here. No. So if we ask the priest, this loony guy. That's Clayton. Is that Clayton? Are you Clayton, sir? Sir?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reid.
Dr. Reid, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Your investigation in London. Let's start.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
Not really.
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
Brave man. You are a brave man. Personal questions. We need the hints, so...
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
It's confidential.
It's confidential. Speaking as a doctor, I'm sure you understand.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a
Jeez,
doubt,
no,
you
this-
are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Thank you so much. Now, find Richard Nethercott and find the mailbox and the letter. Oh my god. So, can we go from here? Behind the church, he said. He's close by. Oh my god. Are you alone? I don't want to shoot the pistol, just in case. Oh my god. Don't die on me now, man. Need to be very cautious. Very cautious. Did we hit him? Oh my god, this is tedious work, man. Very tedious work. Okay, he's down. You're all what's left, mister. Okay. Cool. Initially I didn't want to shoot, not to attract more, but still. From 1 they became 3. Once they start shouting, like they attract others. Anyway. And guys, this is chapter 1 still. I mean, I don't know how long the game is, but this is still chapter 1, man. Please be open, yes. So he must be here. Yep, there he is. There he is.
I tell you. Good evening, sir.
There he is.
I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
What are you doing here at night?
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk.
In the
Though
cemetery?
night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Okay, so thoughts on the situation on
What are
London?
your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
Sorry about that, but I had to close the door because Berta's barking.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy.
May I
Crane.
ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
About Petrescu.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Okay, so he poses himself as a publisher.
I'm looking for
or he can be a
Dorothy
publisher.
Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Okay, no more
I'll leave
questions.
you alone,
Thank
sir.
you. Now, the letterbox. We can't go out from here, can we? But I can unlock it. Find the mailbox. There it is. Look. There it is. Darius Petrescu's letter, not letter. My dearest, most beloved children, I'm so sorry you have not heard from me in a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war. But there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I am writing you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Thing is that I don't think that he's a bad man, this Darius guy. He's helping Nurse Crane. They're doing something good. I mean, they're helping people out. I don't think he's... Have we met?
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you? Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reid.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You won't be needing money if you get the
life in
epidemic.
danger. That's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Okay, now, personal questions.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I
always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Dorothy Crane, you know it.
Do you know her? Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss.
Thank you, miss.
Take care of yourself.
Good luck.
As best you can.
Good luck. Now, off we go to see Petrescu again. Mr. Petrescu, are you in?
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Is he her father? Could it be is her father? Why is Willie here? We found some shillings. Large box of pills. So he lets me loot his house. As if nothing happened. Thank you, sir. Hang on. I think... No, hang on. No, I was right. Something's here, though. A cheap bottle of gin. The antique figure of the Vrykolakas. Whatever that might be.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay, fine, it's locked. Now, this way, I guess, yeah? There. Nice place she's got here. More shillings. Plenty of loot. Where are you, Dorothea? Let's go upstairs then. There she is, look. Is that guy turning there? I feel like he is.
I need help!
He's
going into convulsions, Doctor!
Wait a sec.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
Maybe you sanitize it first?
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Did we make the wrong choice?
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
We do need to talk.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
Your heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Okay, so she's blackmailing the lady, the benefactor, to get money out of her so she can treat the patients.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Okay, so either we have her resign. I'm ending this right now. Embrace. Embrace means killing her, no? Like, he will embrace her and bite her neck.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reid! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Mesmerized level. Dorothy Crane hint failed. Okay, now report to Lady Ashbury. Okay, so we're leaving Whitechapel finally.
It's locked, all right.
Let's hope we're what the f...
This one stinks already.
Can we stun him? Try to get more blood before I kill him. Should have enough health left. Yep. Oh, there's more. hang on. Just remembered I have a gun. Which we upgraded. Three of them, Jesus. Come on. Let's get out. Okay, no bullets left, so back to the stun. Come on. He's down.
It's a killer.
And he's down again. He as well. Okay, Jesus. When are we getting rid of this Whitechapel? Okay, so we've killed them all. Hopefully we've killed them all. What's this?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reid. Come on in.
This way out, yeah? Yeah. Off to the hospital now, guys. Hopefully we don't encounter any more danger. Which I doubt it. I really doubt it. We haven't discovered anything more on her, right?
I'll not die in it's all a bloody joke to you, worse than a week-old lavish. Drugs from sick and suffering.
Who is this guy?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened. Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
A gun,
Okay.
alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Okay, so probably we'll have to come back here at a later stage. Hopefully we're skilled up by then. Yeah, but so far this game has been amazing, guys. I mean, I am really enjoying it. The fact that there's investigation, there's action. Something different, right? Not sure there's gonna be puzzles. Maybe, I don't know. We're not that far. We should make it safe.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Do we have to fight again?
Kill it, boy! Cross the lead, boy!
Man. Oh, these are the Toby brothers. And I want some blood of you first. Why do I have to fight the thugs? I didn't understand. But anyway. I don't think we can take some more blood of this guy. Well, maybe. No, no. Toby Sheen. Oh my god, done. Hopefully these are the last enemies that we fight here. For now. Give me a flippin' break, man. Oh, fuck me. Fucking hell.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reid. I like a man who speaks his mind.
At the end, you're a killer, yes.
What prevails in the end, I wonder? The desire for blood, or to be of service to man?
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
Does Swansea know about this, though?
No need to apologize, my lady. I know exactly what you endure.
The situation is somewhat awkward, nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Swansea allows to kill?
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter Skal.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skals are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Skal?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
How long is this conversation?
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I bid you farewell, for now, my lady.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
So, analyze blood. No. We can treat the cold. We can treat bronchitis. We can treat pneumonia. Basically, we can create everything. Let's do it. Okay, they have a few zeros though. We haven't created this. Now we have it. And this. Okay, cool. Now,
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skals. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
not today, man. Not today. Let's skill him up. So, most definitely, I want this one. Oh, come on, man. Level 8 required. So, what's this? Blood spear, alright. And this is the cloud. Defensive. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Sounds good. Sounds good. What's this? Hits absorbed. You create an invisible barrier, absorbing direct damage until it fades or it's destroyed. Barrier, yeah. Now we have enough to improve this because we are level 10 now. Now it does 265 damage. Anything else we can do? We have 655 yet XP. What's this? Spring. You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. Why not? Why not? Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You will exit the shadows if you attack or dodge or when your stamina is empty. Interesting. Okay, we've improved a bit. We improved a bit. Confirm. Next time around I want to improve the bite now. And see if we can improve the stun. Futile police raids in Whitechapel. Whatever. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave this episode here. It was... Apologies if it's been a long one. I probably edited a lot. Most of the combat, probably. But anyway, I'll be back with more very, very soon. Until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. My name is Jared. Until next time, stay safe. Bye-bye.